Your cruise cabin, a 200 square foot, on average, home away from home.
What are some things that you can do to make your cruise room more comfortable during your stay?
We'll cover 15 cruise cabin hacks today on This Happy Place.
Hi friends! And welcome to This Happy Place. If you're new here, I'm Jake.
And I'm Tay.
We have been on nearly a dozen cruises now, which means 11 staterooms.
They are small, but there are many ways to make them super comfortable for your trip.
Before we jump in, make sure you're subscribed because we will be showcasing our 12th cruise stateroom, a balcony room aboard the Celebrity Silhouette during our 7-night intensive Iceland cruise coming up. You're not going to want to miss it.
And let us know in the comments down below, what are some of the little things you do to your cruise stateroom in order to make it yours, make it more comfortable? We want to hear from you.
But with that, let's jump right in with
Number one. And that's going to start with your stateroom door. They're metal, which means you are going to see a lot of different magnets and decorations all the way down the hallway.
Feel free to bring some to help identify your room, especially after those later nights. Those hallways can be long and it's easy to walk right past your room if you're not paying the closest attention. Number two.
And speaking of those doors, make sure that they completely close behind you, because on some ships, if you kind of just drop them and let them close on their own, they might not.
So make sure that door is completely latched if you are leaving your stateroom or returning to it. Just give it an extra tug. If it's not fully latched and you open your balcony door, there's even a chance that your stateroom door may fly open, as well as any loose papers or anything you have in your room may fly out.
Number three. Once you're in the room, there is a chance that your lights might be off and flicking the switches doesn't do anything. That is because on many ships, there's a power or energy saving slot right by the front door that requires a key card to activate the lights and usually the air conditioning too.
The hack is you don't necessarily need to use your stateroom key card to make that work. Any similarly shaped piece of plastic will work. Old gift cards, for instance, using one of these will, number one, keep your room lights and air conditioning on while you're away. And number two, it will make it a lot less likely for you to leave your key in your room and leave without it.
Number four. Once you're in your room, you're most likely going to come to the bathroom next. Be careful. There is going to be a step up to get into it. You don't want a trip going in or fall coming out.
That's actually going to lead us right into number five. The light switch for the bathroom is probably going to be outside the bathroom door. For this reason, and because of the step, we like to travel with battery-operated tea candles. They just make it easier to get into the bathroom when those lights are off, or at night when you don't want to open the door to turn on the lights of the bathroom when your cruising partner is sleeping. It's a lot more considerate.
Number six. And something else you may want to consider bringing for the bathroom is some form of odor neutralizer. Cruise ship cabins don't have extractor fans, so if you're sensitive to smell,
you can bring a non-aerosol air freshener, hanging deodorizer, anything like that. Even a bottle of Poopery is fine. Just make sure you don't bring candles. Candles specifically, open flames of any kind, are absolutely prohibited.
Number seven. Also found in the bathroom is going to be a retractable clothesline. You can use this to hang your wet swimsuits, your wet towels, your wet clothes. And if there are maybe a lot of you in the room or you don't think that clothesline is going to have enough space, consider bringing suction cups for extra hanging hooks, since the walls in the bathroom are not made of metal. You'll need those suction cups if you need extra areas of storage.
Number eight. Let's talk storage. Consider going vertical here. Because many of the walls are magnetic, you can bring magnetic hooks or clips to hold up jackets, hats, or even paperwork to keep the room neat. And if you'll have a lot of stuff, you can even bring one of those over-the-door shoe hanger organizer things.
Number nine. And once you are unpacked, you can hook your luggage right under the bed. Most of the beds on pretty much every ship we've been on, they're high enough that you can keep the luggage either closed or open just right under the bed. And this is going to free up a lot more room in the actual stateroom, plus also in your closet. And what I like to do is I like to leave it open and I'll just throw my dirty clothes right in there and they'll be waiting for me when I get home. It's lovely.
Number 10. And lastly, for storage, many cruise staterooms offer hidden compartments, such as inside decorative ottomans, behind desk mirrors, or above the bed.
Number 11. If you're not utilizing all of the hangers in the closet, which if there aren't enough, feel free to ask your stateroom attendant for more. But if you're not using them, they may bang together and make quite a racket on rockier sea days. What we like to do is we'll just throw a towel over top of them, and that sort of dampens the sound and limits the movement and keeps them from making a ton of noise.
Number 12. Moving further into the room, don't be afraid to request adjustments to things like bed arrangement. If your room is set up with 2 twin beds but you want a queen or vice versa, just ask your room steward when you meet them on embarkation day.
And if you're out and about and may miss your room attendant coming and going, you can just leave them a note when you go to dinner. They'll come in for turn down service and make any of the changes that you request. Number 13.
Be aware that outlets may be sparse. That's why we always bring our travel adapter that provides another American outlet option along with USB options as well.
And note that power strips and outlet towers are prohibited on most cruise lines. If you're going to need one for medical purposes along with an extension cord, let the cruise line know and they can provide that for you.
Number 14.
Don't be afraid to ask for other room changes too. Objects in your way can usually be removed. For instance, if you're not going to use the ice bucket and wine glasses, ask your stateroom attendant to take them out, and they can. If you're not going to use the little coffee table in front of the couch, they can usually take it out for you, and this is going to free up a lot more floor space or counter space for you to put your stuff or your body.
Similarly, if the mini fridge is full of costly items that you have no intention of consuming, you can ask for those to be removed to free up more space for you to put the things that you want to store.
Number 15. Cruise rooms can be loud. You'll have a lot of neighbors. You may be above, beside, below a theater or a lounge or a sports court. The ship may creak and groan as it sails the 7 seas. If you're a light sleeper, all of these things may disturb you.
That's why we always recommend bringing along some soft earplugs and a sound machine, whether that's a freestanding device or just an app on your phone.
I am a bit of a light sleeper, and I have found a combination of these things really does help me get some rest.
And there you have it, our 15 tips and tricks to help you make your stateroom feel a little more like home.
The vast majority of the rooms are very small, but there is a lot you can do to make your stay as comfortable as possible for the length of your trip.
Let us know in the comments down below if you have any more hacks to get the most out of your stateroom.
And share this video with your travel companions.
Plus, if you haven't already, please subscribe.
But for now, I think that's all from this happy place.
Now go find yours.
Bye.
Good. Great. One pose.
You still on?
Yeah, it looks great. Woo! Oh yeah, look at those peaks. I'm trying to pick my eye.
Do that on your own time.
You're not paying me. Jack. Who's Jack?
It's the guy I'm bringing in just for that one.
Huck it.
Huck it. But if you're not cruise looms.
And there you have it. Our 15 tips and trips to tricks